Good morning, everyone. My name is Nathan Pond. I have 15 years of working experience as an IT auditor, IT security consultant, internal auditor. And today I would like to thank for joining today's session. And we will discuss ISO IEC 42001, the world's first international standard for AI management system. As AI is becoming the part of everyday business, the challenge is no longer whether adopt AI, but how to use it responsibly, securely, and in compliance with the emerging regulation. The ISO 42001 provides a structure framework to help organizations govern the AI through its life cycle, from strategy to development to deployment and continuous improvement. In today's session, we will cover the standard key requirements like Annex A controls, the certification process, the 10 clauses in detail, the business benefit, Annex A 38 controls, and the case study. So what is ISO IEC 42001? ISO IEC 42001 is the very first international standard for artificial intelligence management system published in December 2023. So unlike technical AI standard, it doesn't explain how to build AI models. Instead, it provides a management framework for governing AI responsibly across the organization. So it helps organization identify and manage the AI risk, establish the governance, the control, continuous improvement. So like ISO 27001 for information security, ISO 42001 adopt a management system approach based on leadership, risk management, operation controls, and continual improvement. So in short, the ISO IC 42001 is about governing AI, not building the AI. So why does ISO 42001 matter? The AI adoption is actually accelerating faster than any previous technology. Organizations are integrating the AI into the customer service, cybersecurity, software development, financial analysis, HR, healthcare, manufacturing. But AI introduces risks as well that traditional IT governance framework cannot design to address or to govern this AI risk. The risk actually includes the algorithm bias, the lack of transparency, the privacy concern, the hallucination from generative AI, the intellectual property issues, and increasing regulatory requirements. Different countries also introduce AI-specific regulations such as the EU AI Act. Organizations therefore need a standard governance framework that ensure AI systems remain trustworthy throughout their life cycle. The ISO 42001 addresses exactly this challenge. So rather than treating AI governance as isolated compliance expertise exercise, it actually embedded AI governance into everyday business operation. So it ensures that AI decisions are aligned with organizational objectives, ethical principles, legal requirements, and stakeholder expectations. The biggest AI risk today isn't adopting AI, it's adopting AI without governance. This is anatomy of the standard or the structure of the ISO 42001. Like the other modern ISO standards, the ISO 42001 follows the ISO harmonized structure. So the first three courses are introductory theory and provide scope, reference, and terminology. The remaining clauses from clause 4 to clause 10 contain the mandatory management system requirement, like clause 4 focus on understanding organization and defining the scope of the AI management system. Clause 5 establish the leadership responsibility. Clause 6 address the planning and the AI's risk assessment. Clause 7 cover resource performance evaluation improvement. And clause 9 is the performance evaluation through monitoring, internal audit, and management review. Clause 10 ensure the continual improvement through corrective action and ongoing enhancement of the management system. Moving to clause 1 to 3, the scope and definition. For ISO 42001, the scope follow the plan do check act cycle to drive the continuous improvement. First, organization should plan by defining AI policy, objective, and risk. Next, implement the control across AI life cycle. Then measure the performance through monitoring audits and management reviews. Finally, improve by addressing findings and awaiting controls. The key message is that AI governance isn't an ongoing process, not a one-time compliance exercise. For AI management system framework, this diagram show how AI governance work across the organization. So the leadership actually set the strategy and policy, operational team execute them, and supporting functions such as risk, training. Think of ISO 42001 as the operating system that governs AI across the enterprise. The leadership. Successful AI governance start with leadership. So management is responsible for setting AI policies, assigning accountability, and providing necessary resources. AI governance is a business responsibility that involves technology, legal, compliance, security, and business team. Responsible AI require a responsible leadership. Planning for clause 6. Clause 6 focus on the AI risk management. Organizations define AI-specific risks such as bias, privacy, security, and hallucination across their impact and implement appropriate controls. They establish a measurable AI objective aligned with business goals. The objective is to manage AI risk proactively before they become business issues. Clause 7 support. Even the best governance framework won't succeed without the right capability. Organizations need skilled people, sufficient resources, effective communication, and proper documentation. This element provides a foundation for consistent AI governance, successful certification. Good governance depends on people and process as much as technology. Annex A overview, clause 4 to clause 6. Clause 4 to clause 10 define what organization must establish. The Annex A provide a practical control for implementations. So there are 38 controls. in the night domain from A2 to A10. The first two annex A domain for policy and internal organization. This one um, establish the governance foundation. So the organization need a documented AI policy that align with business objectives and define how AI is governed. They also need a clear ownership accountability across the AI lifecycle with a mechanism to report AI-related concerns. Before building trustworthy AI, organization must establish trustworthy governance. Resource for AI system. Once governance is established, the next question is whether the organization has a capability to execute it. ISO 42001 emphasized that AI governance is not just about technology. It also requires right people, process, and infrastructure. Organizations need a qualified personnel, adequate computing resource, and clear, defined competencies to support AI throughout its life cycle. Simply adopting AI tool isn't enough. Success depends on building sustainable organizational capabilities. So the AI maturity is driven by capability, not just technology. Assessing the impacts of AI system, AI risk assessment. One of the most important principles of ISO 42001 is that every AI system should undergo a risk assessment before deployment. The objective isn't to eliminate all risk, but to understand and manage the risk. Organizations should evaluate impacts such as bias, privacy, security, explainability, and regulatory compliance, then implement the control based on the level of risk. This ensures AI decisions remain trustworthy and aligned with business objectives. So responsible AI starts with understanding risk, not reacting to incident. The AI system lifecycle, the AI governance doesn't end once a model go lives. The ISO 42001 require organization to govern the entire AI lifecycle from design, development through deployment, monitoring, update, and retirement. Model evolve over time. Data change, business requirement change. Continuous monitoring ensure that AI remain accurate, secure, and compliant throughout its operational life. So AI is a living system that requires continuous governance. Data for AI system. Data is the foundation for every AI system. ISO 42001 requires organizations to manage data quality, integrity, privacy, and traceability throughout the life cycle. Poor quality data lead to poor AI outcomes, regardless of how advanced the model is. Strong data governance directly improve AI reliability and trust. So better data lead to better AI. Stakeholders, use, and third party. Many organizations rely on third-party AI services such as cloud AI platform or large language models. ISO 42001 makes it clear that accountability remains with the organization, not the vendor. Organizations should establish clear usage policies, evaluate supplier and continuously monitor third-party AI service to ensure they meet security, compliance, and governance requirements. So you can outsource AI service, but you cannot outsource the accountability. So far, we cover the governance framework and operational control. Next, let's look at how organization measure the effectiveness and achieve continuous improvement throughout the performance evaluation and certification. This is the roadmap to certificate. So they set advisory phase to provide the scope, allied stakeholders set the governance roadmap. The gap analysis is to find the current state versus the ISO 42001 and classify gap by severity and impact. Define AIMS, the policy control and statement of applicability drawn against Annex A. Implementation door policy control, training awareness, and change management. Internal audit and readiness revealed, limited before external audit begins. Stage is the audit stage that the documentation and design review by accredited certified body like BSI up to TÜV-NOT. Stage 7 is the stage 2 audit, like operational effective review to collect real evidence that AIMS actually works. Stage 8, the certificate issue. So certificate has been issued once all of the gaps of finding a close, and the validity is for 3 years, and there are annual surveillance audit recertification at the year 3. This is why the static outcomes. So after you obtain the ISO 42001 certificate, the enterprise procurement accelerate. So reduce the sales cycle friction in regulate buyers, the EU AI Act alignment, the AI Act application map clearly onto this ISO 42001 controls. So it go hand in hand with the EU AI Act. Independent third-party validation for after obtaining the accredited certification, there is a signal that has been improved your credibility of the organization with the customer, both or regulated or even public stakeholder. Integrated risk management, after everything is in place, the bias, drift, explainability, hallucination, human oversight risk are reduced or are in control. Efficient extension of ISO 2701 or 27701. So it's actually share and harmonized structure let you use the governance audit and management review effectively. Right now, only small number have the company have achieved this certification. Like early certified, early adopters are the companies such as Anthropic, AWS, IBM, Microsoft, Workday, ServiceNow, KPMG, Cognizant, Infosys. It's right now for you to be a first mover. I highly recommend. So this is the case study, like the frontier AI and cloud for the company that already been certified by ISO 42001, like Anthropic. The scope is the AI management system covering the development and operation of the cloud family of models. So there are practice being outcomes like policy for ethical, secure, accountable AI design deployment, the testing, monitoring to verify intended behavior, transparency, measure for user and stakeholder, the roles and responsibility and oversight for governing the AI has been established. And for Amazon Web Service, another example, the services covers include Amazon Bedrock, Amazon Q Business, Amazon Tech Track, Amazon Transcribe. So what the certification signal is the independent proof that AWS management AI risk across fairness, explainability, privacy, and security, safety control. The risk of the AI has been managed very well when Amazon AWS has been certified. We are a more example for models and co-pilots that has been certified by the AI, like IBM, IBM Granite family for the open source language model, like Apache 2.0 license. The Microsoft is the broadest co-pilots Foundry portfolio under one AIMS. So the service in scope that has been certified actually include GitHub Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot, Microsoft Copilot Health and Copilot Studio, Microsoft Dragon Copilot, Microsoft Foundry, Microsoft Security Copilot. Those kind of software service, business or advisory or enterprise also being certified by ISO 42001, such as Workday. Workday is a human resource management application, the software as a service. So the AI management system across Workday's core product lines and AI feature. The KPMG International Global AI Management System. ServiceNow also use ServiceNow AI platform and AI control tower. So if you are you ready for ISO 42001? The authorities trust can guide organization from AI risk assessment and gap analysis through the statement of applicability, implementation, state 1, state 2 audit, end to end. So if you're interested to be getting certified or want to see what are the gaps right now, so let's contact us and speak with our team. Here's the email, contact@octorisk.com or call us here. So we have the service to do the gap analysis, AI management system design, implementation, internal audit, review, stage 1, stage 2 preparation, and EU AI Act and ISO 27001 integrated advisory. I would like to thank you for listening to my presentation today. So I apologize for any pause or interruption during the presentation. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.